Welcome to SDH's World Soccer Review. We'll get you through the first day of match day threes in Group A and Group B. And remember that the group kickoffs happen at the same time, so you're having to keep an eye on the scoreboard at the same time that you're trying to figure out what your future is going to be in the tournament to determine the world's best. What we will do is we will go backward before we go forward and let you know the standings and let you know what happened and set you up for tomorrow when it comes to Groups C and D. So let's get into the highlights. Once again, action starting simultaneously, 10 o'clock in the morning in Group A, and with it being Ecuador and Senegal, Netherlands and Qatar. Netherlands had to win, and they were a minus 476 favorite to go up against the host nation and get the win. Qatar was a plus 1350. Your draw was a plus 600. Here was one of the moments of the match with one of the guys who is making his impact known internationally. Cody Gakpo for the Netherlands, courtesy of our friends at Telemundo Sport.
Buena la combinación de Klaassen, se la va a poner a Memphis. Y ahí está el primero. ¡Gol! Marca su tercer gol. Cody Gakpo encontró una pelota formidable. Tiempo, espacio, la firma abajo en la base del poste derecho. Nada que hacer para Bar Shazam. Y está el 1-0 para el cuadro de los tulipanes.
Bueno, estábamos hablando eso, de que era cuestión de tiempo que cayera el primer gol. Una muy buena jugada, una pared interna, donde el control orientado hacia adelante rompe toda la presión y ya se encuentra claramente con la definición y ese pase a la red.
So the Netherlands gets the win, 2-0. They advance into the knockout stages. Senegal and Ecuador was the other match. It was back and forth. It was tied until it wasn't. Kalidou Koulibaly, 20 minutes to go for Senegal to make it 2-1, courtesy of our friends at Telemundo Sport.
El tiro libre, balón arriba, queda picando.
Senegal gets the win. They move on as well at a plus 223. Ecuador was a plus 148, and the draw was a plus 208. Group B, Iran, USA, Wales, and England. The one goal in the match with the United States and Iran came in the 38th minute. Came from Christian Pulisic with some great passing that set it up inside the six. The U.S. came in at a minus 105. Iran was a plus 318. The draw was a plus 249. Here's the call of the goal, courtesy of Andres Cantor and our friends at Telemundo Sport.
Otra vez Tyler. Para Weston McKinney. Se mete Serginho. Vino para Serginho Dest. El toque medio. ¡Gol! ¡Gol! De Estados Unidos, Christian Pulisic lo hizo, gran jugada, pero enorme jugada, y después este golpazo del 10 que dejó la vida por el gol. Gana Estados Unidos 1-0.
Qué jugada, perfección, 3 toques rápido, un cambio de juego a la entrada, al movimiento que hace perfectamente Dest. Ve que va a llegar Pulisic por el centro, la recentra con la cabeza y Pulisic muy atento para empujarla, un golazo de Estados Unidos.
The U.S. advances. They would be the 2 out of Group B. Wales and England was the other matchup. And England was in control pretty much all the way through at a minus 233. Wales at a plus 781. Your draw at a plus 345. Here's one of the moments of the match from Marcus Rashford. Took a while after a scoreless first half, but the rest of it was all England. 50th minute, Marcus Rashford gets England on the board, courtesy of our friends at Telemundo Sports.
Yo pregunto, que hay que escucharlo a todos. Atención que viene el disparo. De Inglaterra, qué golazo que nos acaba de regalar de tiro libre Marcus Rashford, la colgó del ángulo izquierdo superior del arquero Danny Ward. Está ganando Inglaterra 1-0, golazo de Rashford, a pelota parada, se está quedando con el primer lugar del grupo la selección de Southgate, lo hizo Marcus Rashford.
No pagué el boleto para venir, pero sí justificó la venida a este estadio. Le pegó realmente muy bien. Parte interna del pie al palo izquierdo del arquero. Una velocidad, Diego, una colocación del balón. El arquero estaba muy parado en el medio del arco, más cuidando el balón por sobre la barrera, perdón. Pero...
After the match, Gareth Southgate was asked about how this team compares to the team that played in Russia and what he has seen about his next opponent in Senegal.
Well, definitely compared to Russia, I think there's a different mentality about the whole group. There's more belief. Our objectives are different. In Russia, we were just thinking about could we win a knockout game. There's more expectation now, but more confidence and more experience of big matches. So I don't know if we're ahead of where we were last summer, but definitely we're pleased that the objective we set out to do, the first objective's achieved. The spirit of the team is good. We've got most of the group on the pitch, which is fabulous for the dynamic of the group. And actually no yellow cards, I think, as well, which is a really good position for us. Yeah, I haven't been able to see their games in the tournament. I saw them play Iran in Vienna in September, so had a good look at them then. And from when we get on the coach to go home, we'll be studying the games now to prepare the game. So we obviously know quite a few of the individuals, some big players playing in big leagues in Europe, across Europe, some playing in England. We know that on the rankings we'll be the favourites. We've got to deal with that, but we play a very dangerous team.
And then also after the match, it was Jenny Taft of Fox Soccer and Fox Sports catching up with Timothy Weah of the U.S. men's national team after their 1-0 win and advancing into the round of 16.
Tim, congratulations. First win at a World Cup, but the stakes were high for this one. Win, and you move on. How would you describe the way your team put this one together on the pitch?
Night of dreams. I mean, we worked so hard as a group to be in these type of positions, and Iran played a beautiful game, but, thanks to Christian, he put it away and got hurt in the process, but we love him and we thank him, and we're through, so it's a great feeling.
I know there's no update right now on Christian's status, but you mentioned the way he put his body on the line. What he means to this team. He's been waiting for this moment at a World Cup. How would you describe his impact?
He's huge. Going back to him not qualifying for the last World Cup and then being here and qualifying us through, that's just a work of God. God bless him. I love him, and he's so important to this team. He's a key player and a leader, so someone that we definitely need.
It's been very clear how focused this team has been at this World Cup. You guys always believed you could get past the group stage. How impressed are you with the way the teams come together?
I always say it's us against the world, because no one believed that U.S. can play good football, and we're just here trying to show the world, and I think it's no better than to do it with the people we love, our families in the stands. So, we do it for them, and I'm just really happy that we're through to the next round, and it's a beautiful day. It's definitely a beautiful feeling.
Beautiful day. Congrats.
Thank you.
So that sets you up for your Wednesday. 10 o'clock, 2 kicks. 2 o'clock, 2 kicks. Denmark and Australia. Denmark at a minus 200. Your draw's a plus 338. Australia is a plus 600 on the board France is a minus 238. Your draw is a plus 366. Tunisia to get the win is a plus 748. 2 o'clock kicks. Argentina favored at a minus 213. Your draw is a plus 3.25. Poland is a plus 735. Saudi Arabia and Mexico, interesting one at 2 o'clock. Mexico at a minus 143. Your draw is a plus 309. Saudi Arabia is a plus 382. Let's get into the combinations and permutations of what could happen when it comes to the layout for all of the groups and what could happen. Combinations, permutations, state of play as we go into groups C and D. The way it looks right now, it is on Saturday. The Netherlands and the U.S. Kickoff is the early kick on your Saturday. Poland and Australia, as of right now, would be your late kick on your Saturday. But Netherlands and the U.S., that one is confirmed. England and Senegal is the late kick on Sunday, anticipating France and Argentina. So, getting into groups C and D, standings going in, you have the table with Poland at 4 points, Argentina at 3, Saudi Arabia at 3, but they're 2 behind in goal difference, and Mexico is with a 1 draw. They are at 1 point. So here's the deal. It is having avoided defeat to Mexico, which would have ended their World Cup period. Argentina, a victory against Poland on Wednesday guarantees them not only their movement into the round of 16, but also puts them in pole position to advance as group winners. To deny them the group win, and for that to happen, Saudi Arabia would not only need to beat Mexico, but also win by a larger margin than Argentina. Poland progresses. If they avoid defeat to Argentina, a win would guarantee them going in as group winners, while a draw for Saudi Arabia against Mexico and a defeat for Poland would only see the Saudis qualify if Poland lose by a lot. As for Mexico, they have to beat Saudi Arabia to have any hope of qualifying. A win for Mexico and a defeat for Argentina against Poland would be sufficient for Mexico to finish as runners-up. But continuing their way through, draw between Argentina and Poland would see Mexico and Argentina finish level on points. Runners-up status determined by goal difference. Mexico would have to likely beat the Saudis by at least 3 goals on Wednesday. Group D, France has qualified. They're at 6 points. Australia is with 3. Denmark and Tunisia with a point each. France was the first to qualify for the last 16. Everything else is up in the air. World Cup holders not sure of where they're finishing as group winners, but a point in their final match against Tunisia would be enough, regardless of what happens with Australia and their match on the board with Denmark. If Tunisia does not win against France, Australia will progress as runners-up as long as they don't lose to Denmark, while the Danes must win to qualify. And if Denmark and Tunisia win, the runners-up spot would be decided on goal difference, then goals scored. So that's France at 6 points, Australia at 3 with a win and a loss. Denmark and Tunisia with a draw and a loss, both on goal difference of -1 and the 1 point. So that is where things stand with the groups C and D heading into tomorrow's simultaneous starts. And as we continue the knockout stages when it comes to the World Soccer Tournament to determine who is the best team in the world, and they are doing so right now. So that is another round of everything that is going on in the World Soccer Tournament. So for everybody here at SDH, for Jason, for Jarrett, for Nick, I'm just John. Played safe, everybody. Enjoy the games. Mucha platia. We'll catch up with you tomorrow.